Well, it looks like some Imperial Walkers are approaching the base. Uh-oh. Yeah, welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. It has snowed, and I just thought, well, this is the prime opportunity to show off my Imperial Walker. Now, unfortunately, there's some kind of beeping from one of the other buildings going on, and there's a lot of airplanes. But I thought, you know what, rather than try and make this a pristine recording experience, I'm going to just do it warts and all, because the snow may not last. Anyway, let's talk about the AT-AT. Now, that stands for All-Terrain Armored Transport, and yet that was never actually referred to that in the film. They were just called Imperial Walkers. And there's a little weird story or controversy, if you will, about is it AT-AT or AT-AT, because if you play Star Wars Battlefront, they refer to it as an AT-AT consistently, and there was even some... I think some of the developers from like DICE or something were saying, no, it's always been officially AT-AT. I don't know where this AT-AT thing came from. Well, big thanks to Jessica Chobot over at Nerdist. She actually did a whole episode just about that, and there was in a magazine from the 80s, one of the folks from Lucasfilm said, no, it's AT-AT, like it would rhyme with hat. So there you go. There's the official word from Lucasfilm from back in the day. I'm going to refer to it as the AT-AT because that's always been the way I've talked about it. This is a really cool toy. It's huge. I'm going to try and rotate it here, but there you go. It's yeah, it's really big and really impressive. They did make, I think Hasbro, when they took over, they actually made a bigger version of this one that was probably 1.5 times the size. And that's still not quite to scale with the figures. Just show you, if we flip open the lid here, you can actually see we've got our AT-AT driver and the commander inside there. But for scale purposes, I've moved the AT-AT here to how it approaches the Echo base in the film. And as we know, Luke Skywalker actually has his snowspeeder crushed by one of the AT-ATs, and the entire foot almost destroys or covers the entire snowspeeder. You can see here, there's no way that's to scale. And if Luke was to maybe pull himself up with a little belt thing and try and put the explosive up underneath, it's definitely not to scale. But for the time, pretty big toy and pretty impressive. I got this for Christmas in '81, I want to say, and I have loved it ever since. Let's move Luke out of the way. It does have posable legs like these. These are actually, let's see if I might have to set the camera down in a second, but yeah, each leg can be rotated and clicked into place, kind of like with the Imperial shuttle. The head moves. It actually can go up and down. And this was something, now I thought this was odd when I saw this on this toy. You actually can pop open the side here, and you've got little pegs there to put your action figures inside. There's even a battery compartment for making the guns work. And I thought, what? That doesn't make any sense that they would have, like, you just walk in the side of the AT-AT? That's silly. And then in Return of the Jedi, lo and behold, an AT-AT pulls up to the Endor Imperial base, and Luke is unloaded from the side just like that, just through a little doorway in the side of the AT-AT. So I thought, oh, okay, well, Kenner got it right. And let me show you another thing that's inside this little compartment here. There's actually a way to move the head and pull the gun, or shoot the guns. There's a little plungery thing there. I don't know if you can make that out. Yeah, can you make out there's like a little button on that handle? If you push that in, that would actually cause the guns on the front of the AT-AT to fire. But what's also really cool is this actually allows you to turn, and if you push it in, move the head up and down. So it's actually got like a neat little puppet kind of control or action here, which is very neat. Gives it a very... Yeah, I fell in the snow there. Yeah, so that gives it a neat puppet-like control, and the button pushes, and these two things light up. I haven't got any batteries inside it, but that would be how that works. Now, I guess the only other thing I can show you is how those legs move. Let me set the camera down, I'll do that. There we go. So if you see, like, you've actually got different positions here. You could even bend the knees backwards if you want to. It's got a good range. Like you could really make this thing look like it's in some serious motion. And again, crush down on Luke's land speeder. Really, really neat. Just the scale is slightly off, but what an amazing toy. Anyway, I'm getting kind of cold, and these airplanes are really rolling in heavily here now, so I think at this point I'm going to just say we'll see you down the rabbit hole.